Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak about something powerful, something often overlooked, yet deeply impactful: the signs of a truly smart woman. Intelligence is not only measured by grades, degrees, or professional achievements. A smart woman shines through her wisdom, decisions, mindset, and the way she carries herself in life. She does not need to announce her intelligence. It is seen in her actions, her values, and her presence. One of the most powerful signs of a truly smart woman is emotional intelligence. It is not about how much knowledge she carries in her mind, but about how well she understands herself and the people around her. Emotional intelligence means having the wisdom to recognize emotions, manage them, and use them in a positive way. A smart woman does not allow anger to control her words, she does not allow fear to paralyze her actions, and she does not allow jealousy to poison her heart. Instead, she channels her emotions into strength, focus, and compassion. A smart woman understands that people are not always what they appear to be on the surface. She has the ability to read between the lines, to see beyond fake smiles, and to sense the true intentions of others. She listens not only to what is said, but also to what is left unsaid. That awareness gives her an advantage because she can respond with wisdom instead of reacting with impulse. Emotional intelligence also makes her a master of relationships. She knows how to speak kindly without being weak, how to stand firm without being harsh, and how to guide others without making them feel small. People feel safe around her because she knows how to handle emotions with care. This makes her a natural leader, a trusted friend, and an inspiring presence in any environment she enters. But emotional intelligence does not mean she never feels pain or disappointment. A smart woman experiences all the emotions of life: hurt, sadness, frustration, even heartbreak. But she has the strength to manage them. She does not let negative emotions consume her. Instead, she learns from them, grows from them, and turns them into wisdom. That is why even after being hurt, she still rises. Even after being betrayed, she still loves. And even after facing failure, she still tries again. Emotional intelligence gives her balance. It keeps her grounded when she succeeds, and it keeps her hopeful when she struggles. It allows her to connect with people from all walks of life, to inspire them, and to influence them without force. This quality is one of the deepest marks of intelligence, and it is something that cannot be faked, because it shows in the way she lives, speaks, and treats others. Another powerful sign of a truly smart woman is her ability to think independently. She does not live her life based on the opinions of others, nor does she blindly follow the crowd. A smart woman values advice, but she is not controlled by it. She listens, she reflects, and then she decides for herself. Independent thinking gives her the courage to stand alone if necessary, because she knows that being right is more important than being popular. A smart woman understands that the world is full of noise. People telling you what to do, how to act, what to believe, and even what to dream. But she does not let that noise drown her inner voice. She trusts her intuition, her wisdom, and her ability to judge situations for herself. This makes her strong because she cannot be easily manipulated by opinions, trends, or pressure. She knows that real intelligence is not about doing what everyone else is doing. It is about having the courage to follow your own path, even if it means walking alone. Independent thinking also makes her courageous in decision-making. She does not wait for others to validate her choices, because she knows her worth. If she believes in something, she stands firm even if the world doubts her. If she makes a mistake, she accepts it, learns from it, and grows stronger. She does not let fear of judgment hold her back, because she understands that every decision is a step toward growth, whether it leads to success or a lesson. A smart woman also uses her independent mind to question things. She does not simply accept everything as truth. She digs deeper, she researches, and she observes. She is not afraid to challenge norms, traditions, or beliefs that do not align with wisdom or reality. This makes her a woman of vision, someone who sees beyond the present and thinks about the bigger picture. Independent thinking gives her freedom. She is not enslaved by society's expectations or limited by other people's small minds. She creates her own standards, builds her own dreams, and shapes her own future. This freedom allows her to live authentically, without pretending to be someone she is not. She knows that her uniqueness is her strength, and that no one can walk her journey better than herself. And because she thinks independently, people respect her voice. They know she does not just repeat what others say. She speaks from her own heart, her own research, and her own experience. This makes her a leader in conversations, someone people look to for perspective and wisdom. She does not need to shout to prove her intelligence. Her clarity and confidence make her words powerful on their own. Another sign that reveals the intelligence of a smart woman is her commitment to lifelong learning. She knows that intelligence is not a fixed quality, and wisdom is not something you achieve once and for all. Instead, she understands that true intelligence is a journey, a continuous process of growth, discovery, and improvement. A smart woman never stops feeding her mind and her soul because she knows the world is full of lessons waiting to be learned. She does not limit learning to classrooms or degrees. For her, every moment in life carries knowledge. She learns from books, yes, but she also learns from people, from mistakes, from failures, from experiences both good and bad. Where others only see problems, she sees lessons. Where others complain, she finds wisdom. And where others stop growing, she keeps evolving. This mindset keeps her sharp, adaptable, and ahead of her time. A smart woman embraces curiosity. She does not just accept things as they are, she asks questions, she seeks understanding, and she explores possibilities. Her hunger for knowledge keeps her open-minded. She knows that she does not have to know everything, but she must always be willing to learn something new. This humility makes her wiser than those who believe they already know it all. Lifelong learning also makes her resilient, because she has trained herself to grow from every situation. Setbacks do not break her. Instead, they shape her into a stronger, more capable version of herself. She treats every failure as a teacher, every challenge as a classroom, and every new season of life as an opportunity to expand her mind. That's why she can adapt to change better than most, because she has prepared herself through continuous growth. Another quality of her learning spirit is that she invests in both knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge fills the mind, but wisdom shapes the heart. A smart woman learns how to be practical, how to apply knowledge in real life, and how to use what she learns not just for herself, but also to help others. She does not learn to boast, she learns to grow, to serve, and to inspire. Lifelong learning also gives her confidence without arrogance. Because she is constantly improving herself, she does not fear being outdated or irrelevant. She can step into any environment and still find ways to contribute meaningfully. People admire her not because she knows everything, but because she is always willing to learn more. Her openness to growth is what keeps her evolving into the best version of herself every day. One of the most admirable qualities of a smart woman is her ability to carry confidence with humility. Confidence on its own can be mistaken for arrogance, and humility on its own can sometimes be mistaken for weakness. But when the two come together, they form a rare and powerful balance that only a truly intelligent woman can master. A smart woman is confident because she knows her worth. She does not wait for the world to validate her value, nor does she seek approval from everyone she meets. She walks with self-assurance, not because she believes she is better than others, but because she understands the gifts, talents, and abilities God has placed within her. She recognizes her strengths and is not afraid to use them. When she speaks, she does so with clarity. When she acts, she does so with purpose. Her confidence comes from knowing who she is, not from needing others to tell her, but at the same time, she is humble. She does not use her intelligence or achievements to belittle others. She does not walk into a room trying to outshine everyone. Instead, she lets her light shine naturally. Her humility allows her to respect others, to listen with sincerity, and to acknowledge that she doesn't have all the answers. She celebrates the success of others without feeling threatened, because she knows that another person's shine does not dim her own. This combination of confidence and humility makes her magnetic. People feel drawn to her because she radiates strength, yet she is approachable. She can sit at the table with leaders and speak with boldness, but she can also sit with the broken and listen with compassion. Her confidence makes people admire her, and her humility makes people trust her. A smart woman with this balance does not let pride control her, nor does she let insecurity silence her. She can admit when she is wrong, because humility teaches her that mistakes do not define her. At the same time, she can stand firm in her convictions, because confidence reminds her that she must not compromise her values. This dual strength allows her to move through life with grace, neither overestimating nor underestimating herself. Confidence with humility also gives her influence. People listen to her not because she demands attention, but because her words carry weight. She does not have to prove she is important. Her actions and her presence speak for her. She is strong without being intimidating, gentle without being weak, and wise without being prideful. This is why she can lead without forcing, inspire without boasting, and succeed without losing her humanity. Another defining sign of a truly smart woman is her ability to master communication. Intelligence is not just about what she knows, but about how effectively she can share it with the world. A smart woman understands the incredible power of words. Words can build or break, heal or hurt, encourage or discourage, and she chooses to use her voice wisely. A smart woman communicates with clarity. She does not speak in confusion or uncertainty. When she expresses her thoughts, people understand her message. She takes time to think before she speaks because she values the impact of her words. This makes her reliable in conversations because when she speaks, people listen, not out of fear but out of respect. She also communicates with respect. A smart woman does not need to shout to be heard, nor does she use harshness to gain attention. Her tone carries authority, yet it remains kind and respectful. She knows that how something is said matters just as much as what is said. This gives her influence in both personal and professional relationships, because people trust her voice and feel safe around her words. Another sign of her communication intelligence is her ability to listen. Many people think communication is only about speaking, but a smart woman knows that listening is just as important. She listens not just to respond, but to understand. She pays attention to both words and emotions, to what is spoken and what is left unsaid. This makes her compassionate and wise in her responses, because she considers the heart behind the words. A smart woman also has the ability to adapt her communication. She can speak in a boardroom with professionals using confidence and clarity, but she can also comfort a child with gentleness and warmth. She knows how to adjust her words for different people and different situations without losing her authenticity. This adaptability makes her an excellent leader, partner, friend, and mentor. Her strong communication skills also show in her ability to handle conflict. Instead of escalating arguments, she knows how to de-escalate them. Instead of throwing insults, she chooses reasoning. Instead of shutting down, she expresses her thoughts calmly but firmly. This makes her someone who can resolve disagreements without destroying relationships. And most importantly, a smart woman uses her communication to inspire and uplift. She does not waste her voice on gossip, negativity, or meaningless chatter. Instead, she speaks words of encouragement, guidance, and truth. Her words have weight because they are rooted in wisdom, and her presence uplifts others because her voice brings hope, direction, and peace. A smart woman is known not just for her knowledge, but for her ability to solve problems. Life is full of challenges, obstacles, and unexpected storms. Many people break under pressure, complain about difficulties, or run away from responsibilities. But a smart woman faces problems with a calm, strategic, and determined mindset. She understands that every challenge has a solution, and even if the path is not clear at first, she has the patience and wisdom to find her way through. When a problem arises, a smart woman does not panic or let emotions cloud her judgment. Instead, she pauses, observes, and analyzes. She knows that reacting in haste often creates bigger issues. So, she takes her time to understand the situation, weigh her options, and then choose the best course of action. This calm approach is what makes her reliable. Whether in her family, career, or community, people trust her because she brings stability in times of crisis. Her problem-solving ability comes from her practical intelligence. She doesn't just look at what is obvious. She thinks deeper, considers alternatives, and explores creative solutions. Where others see only barriers, she sees opportunities. Where others give up, she begins to think differently. This mindset makes her resourceful, adaptable, and able to find answers in situations where others see none. A smart woman also understands that problems are not just obstacles, they are teachers. Every challenge is a chance to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. Instead of asking, "Why me?" she asks, "What can I learn from this?" That shift in perspective allows her to rise from difficulties wiser than before. Her resilience turns problems into stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. She is also a woman of strategy. When facing difficulties, she does not waste energy on blame or negativity. she channels her energy into solutions. She can break down a big problem into smaller, manageable steps, making it easier to handle. This ability to simplify the complex allows her to tackle issues that overwhelm others. Another remarkable thing about her problem-solving mindset is that she is not afraid to ask for help or seek knowledge. She knows that being smart is not about pretending to know everything. It's about knowing where to look, who to ask, and how to apply the answers. This humility keeps her growing and ensures that her solutions are effective, not just temporary fixes. Most importantly, she remains calm under pressure. Even when the situation feels impossible, she carries herself with grace and composure. Her calmness inspires those around her, giving them strength and hope. People look to her as a source of stability because her ability to think clearly in chaos sets her apart from the rest. One of the most powerful signs of a smart woman is her unshakable sense of self, respect, and her ability to set healthy boundaries. She knows her worth, and because of that, she refuses to accept less than what she deserves. She understands that respecting herself is not arrogance, but necessity, because the way she treats herself sets the standard for how others will treat her. A smart woman does not beg for love, attention, or validation. She does not chase after people who do not value her, nor does she shrink herself just to be accepted. She knows that her time, energy, and heart are valuable, and she chooses carefully who gets access to them. Her self-respect shields her from toxic relationships, manipulative people, and environments that drain her spirit. Boundaries are one of her greatest strengths. She knows when to say yes and when to say no. She is not afraid to walk away from situations that disrespect her peace, her values, or her dignity. This does not make her cold, it makes her wise. By protecting her boundaries, she creates space for the right people, the right opportunities, and the right energy to enter her life. A smart woman also understands that setting boundaries is not about pushing people away. It's about teaching them how to treat her. She communicates clearly what she will and will not tolerate. She does not allow guilt, fear, or pressure to silence her voice. When someone tries to cross her boundaries, she stands firm because she knows compromising her self-respect is too high a price to pay for temporary comfort. Her self-respect also gives her independence. She does not rely on others to define her value. Whether single or in a relationship, whether praised or criticized, she remains grounded in who she is. She does not lose herself trying to please people because she knows her worth does not decrease when someone fails to recognize it. This quality makes her powerful in relationships. She gives love freely, but not at the expense of her dignity. She supports others, but not at the cost of her own well-being. She sacrifices when it is worth it, but she never sacrifices her self-respect. That balance makes her relationships healthier, stronger, and more authentic because they are built on mutual respect rather than dependency. And perhaps most importantly, her boundaries protect her peace of mind. She does not allow drama, negativity, or disrespect to take root in her life. She guards her energy because she knows her peace is priceless. This strength makes her not only respected by others, but also deeply respected by herself. A remarkable sign of a smart woman is her ability to show adaptability and resilience. Life is never a straight path. It is filled with sudden changes, unexpected challenges, and moments that test our strength. While many may break under pressure, a smart woman has the ability to bend without breaking. She adapts to change while holding on to her values, and she rises from difficulties with even greater strength than before. Adaptability means she does not cling to comfort zones or resist change out of fear. She understands that life is a constant journey of transition, and instead of fighting it, she learns to flow with it. Whether it is a new job, a sudden loss, a difficult relationship, or an unexpected obstacle, she adjusts her mindset to meet the moment. This makes her capable of surviving storms that others might not endure because she does not fear transformation. She embraces it as part of growth. Resilience is the backbone of her strength. A smart woman may fall, but she never stays down. She uses every setback as fuel for her comeback. When life knocks her down, she does not waste time feeling sorry for herself. She gathers her courage, learns the lesson, and stands up stronger. She knows that failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone toward it. This mindset allows her to keep moving forward when others would quit. Her adaptability also shows in her ability to reinvent herself. She is not stuck in one version of who she is. She has the courage to outgrow old habits, old environments, and even old versions of herself that no longer serve her. Instead of fearing change, she uses it as an opportunity to evolve. This makes her unstoppable because no matter what life throws at her, she knows how to shift, how to rebuild, and how to rise again. Resilience also gives her an inner calm. Even in chaos, she does not lose herself. She may feel pain, but she does not allow it to destroy her hope. She may face disappointment, but she does not allow it to break her faith. She carries the quiet confidence that storms do not last forever, and that every season of hardship eventually gives birth to strength, wisdom, and new opportunities. Most importantly, her adaptability and resilience inspire others. People look at her life and see someone who has been through struggles but still shines with dignity. They see a woman who refuses to be defined by what she has lost and instead chooses to be defined by what she has overcome. Her strength gives hope to those around her, proving that no matter how hard life gets, it is always possible to rise again. A smart woman is not defined by her looks, her wealth, or even her achievements. She is defined by the strength of her mind, the depth of her wisdom, and the way she carries herself through life. She shines through her emotional intelligence, her independent thinking, her hunger for lifelong learning, and her balance of confidence with humility. She stands out in her ability to communicate with power, to solve problems with grace, to protect her self-respect with firm boundaries, and to rise with adaptability and resilience when life tests her. These qualities are what make a woman truly powerful. Not loudness, not pride, not titles, but the quiet, undeniable strength of character that speaks louder than words. A smart woman does not need to prove herself to anyone because her actions, her mindset, and her presence already prove it. And so, to every woman listening, embrace these signs, cultivate them, and never doubt your worth. Intelligence is not about being perfect. It is about constantly growing, standing strong, and living with purpose. A smart woman is a light in the world, and when she rises, she inspires others to rise with her.